Hello class, we're going to take a look at chapter 27, the mind tap exercise. The problem is the case problem analysis, and it overlaps with the problem in your text. The problem in your text is number 27-4. All right, I'm going to switch out, put the mind tap up on the screen. There you go, and you should be able to see all the text of the problem. Let me rearrange my binder so I'm not looking off to the side when I'm talking with you. All right, let me read through the facts, and then we'll just do, as we always do, walk through the problem. The first part here, there's some facts that we're asked about. Then there's some law, and then we'll be learning mostly here how defenses work with a holder in due course. All right, let me read the facts. Thomas Klutz obtained a franchise from Kahala Franchise Corporation to operate a Samurai Sam's restaurant. Under their agreement, Klutz could transfer the franchise only if he obtained Kahala's approval and paid a transfer fee. Without telling Kahala, Klutz sold the restaurant to William Thorbeck. Thorbeck signed a note for the price. When Kahala learned of the deal, the franchisor told Thorbeck to stop using the Samurai Sam's name. Thorbeck stopped paying on the note, and Klutz filed a claim for the unpaid amount. In defense, Thorbeck asserted breach of contract and fraud. Are these defenses effective against Klutz? Looking at number 1, let me scroll down a little bit. All right. In this case, Kahala, Klutz, or Thorbeck is the franchisor, the person who sold the franchise, and which of the parties, Klutz, Kahala, Thorbeck, is the original franchisee. All right, so we'll back up here. Who's the original franchisor? The original franchisor, is Kahala. Kahala. And the original franchisee is Thomas Klutz. All right, let's look at number 2. The agreement between Kahala Franchise Corp. And Klutz provided that Klutz could or could not sell the franchise without Kahala's approval. Could not, right? Could not sell the franchise without approval. What happened? Klutz, Kahala, or Thorbeck sold the franchise to which party? So Klutz did sell, okay? And who did he sell to? He sold to William Thorbeck. All right, going on. Number 3. Thorbeck paid for the franchise by signing is it a note, a draft, certificate of deposit, or a check? The facts tell you that he signed a note, so a promissory note, which we have been learning about as a type of negotiable instrument. Number 4, the instrument signed by Thorbeck is or is not a negotiable instrument. I know we haven't gone through all the detail of it, but provided everything is present, right, all the required elements are present, you have a negotiable instrument. Number 5, negotiable instruments are or are not subject to defenses. Well, they certainly are subject to defenses. They are not free of a defense against payment, right? Right. Number 6, there are 2 types of holders of negotiable instruments. You can have a holder in due course, a principal holder, or a special holder. Of those 3 terms they give you, yeah, the term is holder in due course, which we have been learning about. So that's one type of holder. The other type of holder is it an ordinary holder, principal holder, or special holder? The term we use is ordinary holder, just a regular holder, no special status. All right, going on. Number 7. Sorry, class. I don't know why these things pop up all the time. There we go. Sorry. There are 2 categories of defenses that may be raised by the maker of a negotiable instrument, which can bar, prevent, collection by the holder of the negotiable instrument. All right. What of those defenses? Are they called actual defenses, nominal defenses, punitive defenses, or universal defenses? Well, the choices you have here, yeah, universal is one category of defenses. The second category Would it be actual defenses, nominal defenses, personal defenses, or punitive defenses? The second category of defenses are personal defenses, right? Looking at number 8. Universal defenses apply to which holders? All holders, ordinary holders only, or holders in due course only? Universal defenses are universal. They apply to all holders, including the holder in due course. Okay, so they apply to all holders. Number 9, personal defenses apply to which? Holders in due course only, ordinary holders only, or all holders? Personal defenses are more limited. You can only use them against an ordinary holder, not against holders in due course. All right, let's take a look at number 10. The specific defenses claimed by Thorbecke were, and they give you a long list here, so you may have to refer back to the fact pattern, but are they breach of contract, discharge by payment, failure of consideration, illegality, mental incompetence, non-delivery of the instrument, ordinary duress, or unauthorized completion of an incomplete instrument? If you noticed, the first defense is breach of contract. Basically, that Thorbecke is claiming that Klotz had not honored whatever he had promised to transfer or to do. All right. The second defense that Thorbecke raises is it discharge by payment, failure of consideration, fraud, illegality, mental incompetence, non-delivery of the instrument, ordinary duress, or unauthorized completion of an incomplete instrument. He alleged, or Thorbecke alleged, fraud. All right, so the two defenses are breach of contract and fraud. All right, these two defenses that are claimed by Thorbecke, what kind of defenses are they? Are they personal or are they universal? And here, if you don't remember, go and look at the chart, look in your text, and you will find that these two defenses, they will fall on the personal defense list. All right, these are kind of your ordinary contract defenses. That's the way I remember it. If it's an ordinary type of contract defense, then it's a personal defense. All right, so these are defenses against ordinary holders. We just talked about that. Not universal defenses, which are defenses against all against all holders, including a holder in due course. Okay, all right. Therefore, Thorbecke is or is not able to claim the defenses of breach of contract and fraud. I mean, he can claim them, but they will not be effective against the holder of this instrument. All right, so that leaves him out of luck here. He's not going to be able to successfully raise or assert these defenses against the holder in due course. All right, let me switch out really quickly and we'll take a look at the what if question, a couple of questions. Let me see if I can move over quickly. And of course, here it is. What if the facts were different? All right, there are 3 questions actually here. Oops, I hope this will line up correctly, class. Yes, we're okay. So number 1, assume that Klotz transferred the promissory note to GBC Bank, which paid full value for the note and was not aware of any defects. Thorbecke would or would not be able to claim a defense as to GBC Bank. Would not. Oops, sorry. Why? Because GBC is a holder in due course. Personal defenses such as breach of contract and fraud are used to avoid payment to an ordinary holder, but not to a holder in due course. All right, so a slight variation from what we looked at originally, and it should then point out to you the different, give you enough difference, give you enough of a contrast to see how do defenses work in the transfer of negotiable instruments. All right, so that's the end of my discussion of those two problems. I believe for this chapter, if I can squeeze it in, I will try to review a few of the apply brief hypothetical problems with you as well.